Hi kids! I've decided I might starting these videos with a little bit of a Mr. Rogers vibe. I've already changed my shoes. Don't row in your socks unless that's something you're used to from being on the water. I obviously Converses are my shoe of choice, but point of the story, thank you for being here. Thank you, rowing neighbor, for being here. I'm glad you're here today. It takes courage and chutzpah, which I've heard has a negative connotation. For now, let's keep it positive. That you are alone on your own somewhere, but going the extra meter and rocking some rowing today. It is hard to row on your own. 40, not quite 45-minute workout today is straight ladder. There are no breaks in this thing. I'm going to be honest, I might not even survive it, but we're starting at a 19-20 stroke rate with our pick drill and building up each song, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, all the way up to 30. We will have sort of a controlled sprint at the end, but no sprints, just a whole bunch of distance. You won't want to do sprints by that point anyway. And we'll do a little bit of low rate interval in the middle when I get stuck around 24, 25. I think there's an extra song in there for you. Excuse me, it's morning for me. And that's about all I've got. Focus for today. This is because I've discovered I need this as I get more pregnant. I can use my stomach muscles less, and a lot of that work automatically, just out of laziness, goes to my back, and that is not exactly what you want in rowing. So, focus today is actually going to be your glutes. You're welcome, Adrian. I know you're out there. So, when you come into your catch, the first set of muscles for your drive that I want you to squeeze is your glutes. This keeps that work starting in your legs where you want it. Remember, 60% of your effort is from your hips down. From your glutes, you're going to push next through your toe. You're going to follow through with your toes. That's going to get your whole leg involved. Then you're squeezing back with your core and pulling through with your arms. Again, 60% effort, hit legs down, 30% core. It's only 10% arms. Any effort that you're feeling in your upper body, you really want it down here in your lats underneath your shoulder blades. So without further ado, welcome to your 40-minute ladder. It's going to be a trip, truly. Let's start off with our pick drill. Shins vertical, not only facing away from you, but also in and out like this. You always want space between your heels and your seat. I'm going to turn down my music just a touch, just in case, just to keep YouTube from getting mad at me. Okay, space between your heels and your seat. Sit up real tall, shoulders roll back, then relax them. Pull them down with your lats. Elbows loose, fingertips able to dance. Make sure your hands are at the edge of your handlebar. Release your thumbs. That keeps a lot of work out of your traps. Last thing, squeeze your entire core. Remember, your core is front, back, and all sides. To get into what we call an 11 o'clock position, you want just a little bit of lean. That makes that glute squeeze easier from your catch. So we're pushing back to our finish in 3, 2, 1. Legs, body, arms. Every single muscle in your legs lit up, down to your toes. Nice squeeze through your calves. Squeeze through your quads. You might even press those knees down just a little bit. Lock is up to you, but you want them loose. Nice arch in your back. Squeezing lemonade out of your shoulder blades. You're going arms only in 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Dig. Really slow start. Like I said, we're starting all the way down at a 19, 20, but let's add our hip hinge in 2. Just your hip hinge. And 1. You are already pushing through your legs right here. You want a lot of that squeeze in your calves. If you look at my toes, you'll notice, in my feet, you'll notice that my heels come up just a little bit. It's okay for you to have that much push through. It is also okay to keep a flat foot. There's a little bit of different philosophy out there. Let's go half slide. In 3. In 2, hands just past your toes. In 1, half slide. Slide bent, reach, dig. Don't lose your hip hinge. Here's what I don't want you to do. Watch me for just a second. I do not want you coming in with your butt and keeping that work in your upper body. You don't want that much space. You don't want to be sitting straight up. You want to be leaning in. Let's go full stroke in 3, And 2, and 1. Do that chain all the way in. Full reach, but keep that space between your heels and your seat. Let's talk numbers. If you are on a concept 2, the largest number on your screen is likely your split time. And with me, you've got 3 paces that I mind. They're called paddle, push, and power. Paddle pace is where you are right now, 60 to 70% of your effort. That's like walking down the street having a conversation with the neighbor that is not rowing with you right now. Push pace, 70 to 85% of your effort. We'll spend a lot of time there today. Power pace, 85 to 100% of your effort. That's your all-out sprint. We'll hit that right at the end. Here's what that looks like with your numbers. Your split time, that's how long it takes you to travel 500 meters. Wherever you are right now, that's your paddle pace. 15 seconds below that, typically, is where your push pace is going to sit. So if you're at a 245 right now, that means your push pace is going to be 230. And that means power is going to be 30 seconds below your original paddle. So if you're at a 245 right now, that means your power pace will be 215 or lower. I want you to try to hold yourself accountable to all of that today. But again, this is a long haul. So it's okay to pace yourself the way you need to. But grab on to this stroke rate with me. It might be off around between a 21, 22. That's okay. I want eventually for you to really understand how to get power out of a lower stroke rate, which you absolutely can. For your longest distances, these low stroke rates are your friend. I did a half marathon. Let's be honest. I did half of the half marathon about a month ago because I had to watch my pregnancy boundaries. And I did the whole thing, every meter of 10,800 or so. I kept it down at a 21, 22, right where you are right now, almost the entire time, and kept just as nice a split time as I would if I were at a 25, 26. You gotta be a little more intentional with your form, which is a good thing. You've got time to think about that while you're down here. So let's double check while we're here. Get that nice setup, sit tall, shoulders relaxed and back. Remember, you want that work underneath your shoulder blades and your lats behind you. Anything that's in your upper body. The way you're going to achieve that, every single stroke, your hands come out first. You get your hands past your knees before you bend your knees. But your upper body is really motivated through your core and your sternum. So you always want chest proud. You want to be leaning in like you've got a cord attached to your handlebars, attached to that chain, following into the machine with your sternum. I didn't know that you were going to get a form master class today, but you might. You just might if I keep nerding out on you. For those of you who are longer, i.e. taller, these lower rates will be easier for you, but you have to be patient. Same goes if you are shorter. That's the same word, no matter what. No matter whether you are longer or taller, shorter and shorter are the same. If you're fun size, this really takes patience. Really taking time on your recovery. Full 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, then dig. Always more time in on your recovery. When you have less body to work with, it's really easy to want to rush this. It's really hard to keep those lower stroke rates. And I get that. So really break down each movement. All right, we're picking it up just a touch. In about 3 more strokes, you're going to be at a 23 stroke rate. And 3, and 2, and 1. Best way for us to hold each other accountable from here on out is for you to grab onto stroke with me. So having the same cadence when I'm in the front, you're in the front of this stroke. When I'm in the finish, you're in the back of the stroke. Don't forget about your breathing. You're breathing in on your recovery. You're driving your air out as you push back to your finish. It is 1 breath per stroke. I'm finally getting warmed up. It's about time for this sweatshirt to come off. 1, 2, 3. Really reach in. Start to get some flow about your stroke. Don't forget our intention for today. We're really working on that glute squeeze. I can already feel my back working too hard because I don't have my abs working for me. So get that catch. Squeeze your glutes first. Squeeze, tuck. Squeeze, tuck. Squeeze, tuck. Believe it or not, woo! You are in to your 3rd song. And you are about 10 minutes into this workout. You've almost done a third of this thing, which is great. Time flies when you're not doing this alone. So again, thanks, neighbor, for being here today. I appreciate it. So does your body. All right, I'm gonna hold stroke while I take off my sweatshirt. Shout out there to Jess Brogley, who gave me this sweatshirt. It was my happy baby making sweatshirt. It says mom era. I love it. I wear it all the time. Tragically for me, it is cream colored, so it gets washed very frequently. All right, keep going with that 23. Woo, better. I got a space heater in here to make all this happen, but whew, I gotta start out warm. You should start to feel warmed up by now. You should be able to reach into your stroke just a little bit more. Get a little bit more sound out of that flywheel. I cannot speak to if you are on a water rower. I have been on a water rower once. It was, frankly, awful. All right, picking up the pace just a touch. Going up to a 24 stroke rate. Tighten it up just a bit. 3, meet me there. In 2, and 1. You should be at your 24 stroke rate. This should start to feel a little more comfortable for you than those lower stroke rates. Piece of cake. I'm starting to get concerned at the moment about video quality because I see my shadow going in and out of that sunlight directly onto the camera lens. So hopefully it isn't total crap on your end. I really do only record these workouts once. They are, for the most part, totally unedited. Woo! Keep breathing. You're halfway through this one. Each of these stroke rates is about between 3 and 3.5 minutes. Deep breath. Out. In. Out. Reminder to sit tall. Reminder to hit your catch, squeeze your glutes. Squeeze, push. Squeeze, push. Squeezing through your glutes, pushing through your toes. Tucking that handlebar between your belly button and your sternum. If you're taller, it's going to be closer to your belly button. If you're shorter, it's going to be closer to your sternum. The next song we're coming up on, we're going to pull out of this steady state and we're going to do some low rate intervals. We've got another song that's right around a 24. It's okay if you were stretched out and doing a 23 this whole time. We're tucking up into a 24 in about 3 more strokes. This is 3.5 minutes. We're going to spend 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, rocking some power strokes. So if you have not been up into a push pace yet, 1, 2, 3. Push, pull. If you have not been up in a push stroke yet, now's your chance to find it, but we want to hit some power. So taking 15 to 20 seconds off wherever you are right now. In 3, your first set's coming up. In 2, 30 seconds. In 1, push, power pace. Reach, push, dig. Lean in a little bit more. Always leading with your sternum. Always keeping your chest proud. Always looking above, past, or through your monitor. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath. Out. Squeeze your glutes. Dig. Push. Pull. 3 more strokes. 2. Last power. 1. Finish strong. Let it go. Relax your effort. Maintain a push if you can. If you pushed real hard on those power strokes, it's okay to go back down to paddle. We're here for a full 30 seconds. Take this second to refocus in on resetting your posture. We're going in for round 2 in 3 more strokes. 2, 30 seconds, and 1. Here we go. Push pace. Dig. Now go power. Give it all you've got. Dig. Push. Pull. Squeeze your glutes first. Squeeze. Dig. Squeeze. Tuck. Chest proud. Keep that space between your heels and your seat. That helps you drive through your hips first. Almost through this set in 3. In 2. And 1. Relax your effort. You're going to notice when I relax my effort that I almost go down to a half stroke. I encourage you to not do that. Stay full stroke if you can. You've got 1 more set of power strokes. We're going to finish it off in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Reach, push, pull. Reach, push, pull. Dig. Deep breath. Dig. Squeeze first. Look at that split. Have you taken 15 seconds off of where you started? Just a few more seconds. Powered out. Finish strong in 3, in 2. Last 1, and 1. Relax your effort. Maintain your stroke rate. We're taking this up to a 25, 26. You have been here for about 17 minutes. Woo! Sit tall. You've been here for 18 minutes. That means you are about halfway through this workout. Damn. Sorry for all this messing with my screen. I'm trying to give you stats. Hold that stroke. You're at 26. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I can see what really stinks. Woo! Still working out all the kinks, kids. (25, 26) stroke rate. Push pace. This is where, if you're used to only doing 10 minutes at a time, you're going to start to feel it. Don't worry. I got you. You got this. Keep breathing. Keep squeezing through your hips. Squeeze. Push. Pull. Push. Pull. Push. Pull. For some of you, these higher rates are a little bit easier just because of the shape of your body. For some of you, this is where it starts to get hard. But as we continue up this ladder, maintain your push, get a little bit stronger, get consistent, and keep double checking in on where you're feeling your body. It's really easy as we go into those higher stroke rates to lose focus on our form and work ourselves into injury. And that's the last thing any of us want. Some of us row because we've already gotten injured. This is low impact. We can get a full body burn, and it doesn't hurt our knees. I am one of those folks. Some of us come to this before and after hip surgery. I know you're out there. Actually, some of the fastest recoveries that I've seen from hip replacement and hip surgery has been done on a rower. This is extremely good for your joints. It's excellent for building muscle, getting your body restabilized, supporting, having the muscle mass to support your joints the way they need to be. Trying to think of more stories to tell you, but it's also nice to focus on my breathing every once in a while. All right, next stroke rate. We were just at a 25. We're going for that 26. Meet me there. I can barely hear this beat right now. A little bit of a break for you at this 25. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 26 stroke rate, we're there. Reach in, push, pull, reach, dig. You've been here for over 20 minutes. You're doing great. If we're at a 26, that means we have a 27, a 28, a 29, and a 30 in our future. You've got about 12 minutes to go. But you have almost already done double that, which means you definitely have another third in you. That being said, this is a recording. If You can pause this workout if you need to. If you need a break to stretch, if you need a break to get a sip of water, if your hands are getting too sweaty to hold on to that handlebar, go ahead and pause this workout, take that break. I'll be here after. Oh, the joys of technology. But as I said before, I record these in one go. And I'm going to pull my pregnancy card one more time in this workout. If I can do it, you absolutely 100% can do this. So keep going. Ladders are hard. I actually don't like them that much, but they're really good for us. Let's see. So just so you know what I do outside of this garage, I drive for Lyft. I worked for those of you who know me personally, I worked for an accountant in between the gym closing and Lyft. I always did a little bit of Lyft. Worked for an accountant doing admin, learning how to fill out taxes. I was sitting at a desk for 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. My commute was 45 minutes each way. And that lasted a week. I was completely miserable. Again, for those of you who know me, you're like, really, Scotty? You worked for an accountant? Yes, I did. I have a math brain, but taxes, not my thing. That being said, if taxes are your thing, we need you. I'm not built for that. All right, that's another 3.5 minutes down. We're going to a 27. It might be about between a 27 and 28 stroke rate, just a touch. That's okay. Catch your beat. Grab this cadence. We're hitting a 27 in 3, in 2, and 1. You should be there. You'll notice as we go up this ladder that your push pace should be happening automatically now. You shouldn't even have to think about it. Just because of the stroke rate, your body automatically has to work this hard to hit that push pace. Anyway, I've been working Lyft, driving folks around all over Knightdale, Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill. Yes, even in the snowstorm we just had. I learned how to drive in the north, so the snow doesn't bother me. And thank you, Raleigh, Durham, for the most part, for staying off the roads. It's been a nice couple of days of driving. Wednesday night completely sucked. But we got people around. I meet some really interesting people doing that. I got to meet a woman from Utah who is an organ courier. And she had flown all the way from Utah to Raleigh to be here for 5 seconds, she spent the night, in order to pick up a kidney to take back to Utah for transplant. Those are the real heroes of the world right there. Focusing back in on your glutes. Push, pull. Push, pull. We got 2 more songs to go. We got a 28, I don't know, it might be 3. 28, 29, 30. I got some options for you once we hit those higher rates. I will not be holding a 30 stroke rate for 3 minutes. I'm just not. So I will treat that as a high rate interval. That being said, if you want to treat that 30 as a steady, when we get there, by all means, rock it out, get some distance, get some meters in. Just be good to yourself. Like I said in the beginning, this is a long haul, and you're doing great. Just a few more strokes. If it's 27, we're going to tuck it in to a 28. Reset your posture. Woo! Who made this playlist? Wow! Alright. Fun fact. We're rocking this 28 stroke rate for 4.5 minutes. Let me catch this beat. Maybe there in 3, in 2, and 1. It might be about between a 27 and a 28. Just stretch it out. Squeeze your glutes. Catch, glutes, dig. Catch, glutes. Ugh, tongue twister. Catch, glutes, toes. Catch, glutes, toes. Push, pull. Push, pull. These higher rates actually get a little bit easier if you lengthen your stroke. If you take that mental time to focus in and reach just a little bit further. Gives you a nice wind up. Get your shoulders just a little bit further in front of your hips as you go in, so you can put more effort, get more leverage to get into your glutes. Don't worry, we will be stretching this out. We're almost halfway through your 4.5 minutes. Lean on your breathing. I know it's hard. Full disclosure, I might have to keep it to 30-minute workouts from here on out, if for no other reason. Woo! And I need to pee. If you are ever one of those folks that's frustrated about not being able to get through a workout without a bathroom break, I feel ya. I do. Right there with ya. Keep pushing through your toes. Sit tall. Lean with your sternum. Double check in with your legs and your toes. Are you pushing evenly through both? Keep going. Squeeze through, push, pull. Squeeze through, push, pull. Squeeze your core into recovery. Push, dig. Push, dig. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Push, pull. Always more time in on your recovery than pushing back to your finish. Dig. 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 Push, pull. Push, pull. 2 more songs. 2 more. As far as I know, both of them 3 minutes. We will rock a 29. That 30, 100%. Every day of the week, for me, is going to be an interval, not a steady. If you want to go do 30 steadies, 32 steadies, 38 steadies, go out on the water. Try out for the Olympics. Woo! If you've never watched competitive rowing and watched how fast they get down that water, do it. All right, a little bit of a break here from me. We're gonna catch our 29 in 3 and 2. 1, 2, 3, and 3. Here we go. I might have built in a break for us. This is probably another 28 stroke rate. That's okay. We're not here for long. Then we'll go into that high rate interval. Right. Competitive rowing. Yeah, I've never watched it. Once you get a really good feel for split times, where you typically row, understanding what 500 meters feels like, understanding what 2,000 meters feels like. Go ahead and watch, find some competitive rowing to watch. They may even still have recordings from the Olympics up on Peacock on NBC. Just watch their times, the men and the women. It will blow your mind. It really will. It's incredible stuff. If you want to feel, oh, let me not say that out loud. Okay, never mind. I do have to have a filter. I would not make it in some of what we used to call politically correct crowds. I wouldn't. Not until you knew me well and understood that I really don't mean any hurt to anybody ever. All right, 30 more seconds at this 28. Then we're gonna release down to a 24 before we hit that 30 interval. You've been here for over 30 minutes. You are almost done. Release your effort in 3, and 2, and 1. Float it on down to a 23-24 stroke rate. All right. Same drill with intervals, except this time we're doing it with our stroke rate instead of just powering through our legs. That power will happen automatically because of the pace that we're going to go for. Take these 30 seconds. You're halfway through them. To breathe through, sit tall, reset your posture. We're going to do 4 rounds of 30 seconds each. 30-second break in between. We're tucking it up all the way into a 30 stroke rate. And my belly is about done. So, round 1, it's coming for you. In 3 strokes, tighten it up. In 2, capture 30. In 1, here we go. Reach, dig. 30 stroke rate. Like I said before, lengthen your stroke just a touch. It'll help you a lot with your power. Reach, dig. You're halfway through. Just a few more strokes. Paddling down in 3, in 2, and 1. Relax your effort. 24 paddle stroke rate. Woo. Focus back in on your glutes. Reset your posture. Make sure you're still breathing 1 breath per stroke. 1 down, 3 to go. Round 2, it's coming for you in 3, in 2, and 1. 30 stroke rate. Let's go. more seconds. 3 more strokes. 3, 2, 1. Paddle it down. 2 down, 2 to go. If you think about it, these high rate intervals are kind of controlled sprints. So on these last 2, still maintain that 30 stroke rate with me, but if you want to push even a little bit harder to your limit, hit that sprint pace, go for it. We're halfway through this break. 10 more seconds. We're going to go back up to our 30. Woo, after I yawn. Here we go. In 3, catch this beat. In 2, 30 stroke rate. In 1, here we go. Push, pull. Push, pull. Push, pull. Almost there. Second to last round. You're a total hero. You're getting through this ladder. You're doing great. 3 more strokes. 3, 2, 1. One more round, and we're going to cool it down. I will say, again, if you decide you choose to do this workout, playlist only at another time, there is one more song after this one, or if you want to do some true sprints or some true distance, that is an option for you. One more round. Let's tuck it up. In 3, 30 stroke rate. In 2, meet me there. And 1, here we go. Push, dig, push, pull. Squeeze your glutes, dig your toes. Squeeze, dig, squeeze, dig, squeeze, dig. 3 more strokes. 3, 2, 1. Keep rowing. Don't stop rowing. I got a baby pushing against my stomach. Give me just a second. Woo. I know. I've been squeezing you back in there for 40 minutes. All right, reverse pick drill. He's like punching me. It's like, ah! Outside of my belly right now. Like, I want space to breathe. 3 more months, kid. You have all the space you need. Long stroke. Nothing hard, strenuous, or otherwise. You can take this at your own pace. I'm down at a 20 stroke rate. That seems to be my default these days. 28s are really uncomfortable for me. I'm one of those people, almost regardless of the size of my belly. 27, 26, 27, 28. Nope, not interested. Half stroke, if you're not already there. In 3. In 2, hands just past your toes. And 1. Pay attention to your posture. Don't forget your hip hinge. In case you missed it, a couple days ago, I did a strength workout, weightlifting workout, where we did legs. And I showed you a stretch for your quads while sitting on the rower. But because of how I had tilted the camera, you couldn't see my legs. We will be repeating that stretch today. Hip hinge only in 3 so you can see it for real. In 2. And 1. Taking your legs out of the equation, except you really are still pushing through them. For those of you who have not quite figured out how to use your core while you are rowing, oh, bless you, you're doing it the hard way. We're going arms only in 3. And 2. And 1. You are not straight up here. I want you to have a little bit of lean back. Squeeze through your belly. Push through your toes. We're racking it up in 3. In 2. And 1. Arms, body, legs. Okay. Because we really focused on glutes today, I hope you focused on glutes today. We're actually going to start with a glute stretch and probably do it twice. Okay? So right ankle on left knee. Sit up real tall. Lean into it. Keep your chest proud here. Resist the urge to fold over. But we will do a back stretch today. If for some reason this position is not accessible to you, put your foot down into your foot stretcher, your stirrup there. Twist toward your bent knee and pull, sort of lean in and pull your knee toward you. That will get similar set of muscles here for your glutes. Switch sides. So tall. Lean into it. It's really going to get underneath in here, in your booty. And it should feel pretty good right now. It really should. Your next stretch is both for your hamstrings and for your back. You're going to put your feet, you're not going to get strapped in, you're just going to put your feet back in your stirrups. You're going to come up to your toes or your foot block, grab, and press your hips behind you. You do not have to get your legs straight in order for this to be beneficial. Keep going. But while you're here, if you arch your back away from you toward the sky, press your shoulder blades behind you. That's going to stretch out your back while you grab, again, either your toes and press your toes into your fingertips or use your foot block. All right, come up into your catch position. Press your palms against your knees. Pull your shoulders back. It's okay if you get a little bit of crackle in your back there. It's actually good for you. Woo!